Welcome everyone to another episode of Subnautica Modded. Now what you can see here is in the distance there, the original base I started with, the little tiny thing, and I've already started building a new base. In fact, I have not even made it to the Aurora yet to fix the leaks and do all that because I got so involved with doing this that I just really wanted to get it done, and once I started getting things rolling, I was just having so much fun with it that I kind of neglected the Aurora. But that's okay because let me give you the quick tour. So it was mentioned, yes, check out a certain mod for pulling the materials out of the storage of the dock vessels. And as I said in the original episode, the first one, I did check into a mod that I decided not to use, and that was the specific mod. It did give me a spot where I can easily access from one of the 4 points here, the storage without having to walk over there to it. And it also gave the mod for adding it to the auto sorter thing. So I looked at it and I decided I didn't really want to have that. I didn't want to always have it dumping in, and I didn't want to have to worry about remembering, did I have it set to pull automatically from it or not? It's just ended up being something I didn't feel fit to my playstyle. So instead, right now, I do have an auto sorter here because this is kind of acting as the central hub for everything. I do have this right here at the moment, but I'm thinking about relocating this over to one of these panels. Maybe even moving all this stuff to just the corners, because I'm thinking I'm going to expand that way out with another multi-purpose room, and maybe expand this way with multi-purpose room. I do have set up everything to make the seeds and decorations fabricator, so I want to do that today. I've done some hull reinforcement already because I did find a lot of lead and lithium and all that during the week. And I've gotten all this sorted here. What I am missing is stuff for the computer chips, which I need, of course, for the fabricators as well. So we're going to be doing some of that. I might also need some more ruby. And I started building my storage area, which is kind of somewhat organized. You can see I do have metals going across on these sides. And I just decided instead of titanium by itself, I'll do metals because, hey, that covers a whole group of things. And you can see it's weird. It shows 33 here, 39 here, but it's actually full because it's showing a count of items, even though certain items do take up more slots than others. So that was one thing that threw me off a bit. Another thing I've noticed is that they go in order of building, and it has persisted since a game save and game load as well. So basically when I built these, I built the middle one to get it lined up, and then left, right. So this one was loading first, followed by this, followed by this. Then the same thing here. This one loaded first, this one, then this one. And this was something else other than metals. I actually changed it around to expand. I've got crystalline materials. So you can see right here, perfect example. 19 in the middle, nothing in the left, nothing in the right, because this is the first one that's going to, because that was the build order. Now I may separate that out later because I've got a lot of diamond. And I could really just, I need to know I don't need more diamond at the moment. And probably this will all get separated down to its own floor. I do have food, water right here, and uncooked fish because, hey, this is where I'm walking in. I want to be able to come in and maybe grab stuff to take to the Cyclops. I don't want to know where it is, so I just come here and grab it. So that's pretty much what I've gotten going so far. And then I built these right here, which are the only ones set to act as the any item catch-alls. And you can see here I've got 47 in here. I've got a lot of coral tube samples and stuff like that for making disinfected water. I do have stuff here for the, of course, batteries and computer chips. What I'm now missing is copper. So I'm going to be getting some copper today. And then this, I've actually built an auto sorter here. So when I add, actually, you know what? I'm just going to wait on this one. We'll take this one out for the moment. And we'll just do it like that. That way I have enough to build this one because I do need this one coming in from the hatch above my head at times. And I'm thinking about leaving this where it might be the docking point for the Cyclops. Just sit right there, drop right inside. Or may do something different. I don't know yet. This is actually the 4th time I built this. I built it 3 other times and decided it didn't line up right. It wasn't looking the way I wanted it to. And actually the legs have now changed on that one as well. So another one of those things where it loads in and changes the rendering. But what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go get some more copper because I know I do not have enough to make both of these. So I'm going to get copper and try to grab maybe a few more other materials as I'm out searching. and then come back and try to get the 2 new fabricators built. Now, one thing I've noticed, and this was in the last 2 game saves, I noticed at different points, but you see I have an icon there for my, life pod, or a life pod at least, that is locked on the screen and is moving with my heads up display. It's not actually pointing to anything. So if I go to my beacon manager, turn it on and turn it off, and go back, it's gone. So apparently there is some bugginess with the map mod and turning on and off beacons. At least in terms of the life pod. I haven't really tried turning off any of the others yet. So we'll see what happens when I do that for those. But yeah, that's the only weird thing I've seen so far with one of the mods, is that little icon shows up and doesn't want to go away until I turn it on and off in the map manager. But alright, we got C, so I can make plants. But you see, I need ion cubes. Basically every one of these, you need an ion cube. So that's just for the moment, not even going to be using it. I'm not wasting my ion cubes on that. We've got the way to make all the posters. And actually, let me get this to where I can see it fully. It's not lined up quite as well as I would like, but we can make the posters. We can make all of the containers and everything. Oh, wait, robot arm. Oh, that's nice. So we're going to have a lot of stuff we can do for decorations. Later on, circuit boxes, all just tons of stuff. And so that's really made me happy. We're going to have like a cantina, like lounge type area. We're going to have a research lab. Right now, I'm focused, of course, on the functional, but later on, I will be embellishing everything to make it look good. I might put like a robot arm in here just for looks and stuff like that. But yeah, we're going to have a lot of fun decorating this and really making this base look good, because this is going to be the only real base I make in this gameplay. And we've got a whole bunch of stuff there, but it's emptied out. Salt doesn't seem to have anything. It doesn't count as crystalline. I guess it would be the natural materials, but I will be adding more of these. Of course, I need a lot more magnetite, as it were. I think that magnetite is not there. It's not there. It's got to be, well, one of these, right? No, magnetite does not count for crystalline. Okay, it's metallic, so it's metal. It looks kind of crystalline from the image, but all right, it's metal. So you can see I've got a bunch of stuff, and it works. It likes, the metal salvage works for that. Silver, gold, everything. So it just kind of piles it all in. Again, I may separate out later, be like, all right, this is gonna be all titanium, and then that would be like silver. That would be, like gold, whatever. I might separate out more as I continue to build down. Right now, I do need more magnetite by far. I need a lot more magnetite. I also need to eat. Okay, so I am back, and I have gotten not only a lot of magnetite, but I also got all my remaining supplies out of the life pod. So I don't need to go back to the life pod for anything at this point. I have everything that I'm going to need out of it, including a lot of stalker teeth. So I am good for right now on enameled glass. And I'm actually putting so much in that this is kind of slow getting that done. Oh yeah, flares. I don't need the flares. I'm going to have to find a place for, like, I guess tools, equipment kind of thing. I will have to put some auto sorters elsewhere. The receptacles where it's going to be like, oh, this is my tools area. So I do need to do that. And that should be all of it. That's everything from the life pod. I'm going to make a tools setup. I need some stuff for holding tools. I think I'm actually going to move the receptacle or the sorter there into the actual moon pool area. So it's just right there. Just turn, dump it. So we're going to do this one. And let's see. We've got batteries on there, which I'm assuming, yes, we got tools. I don't know what equipment is, but we'll try equipment. That might be like the decorative equipment. And we'll go this run here. Yep, And we'll go with the same thing. Tools, equipment. Now, let's make it look a little bit better. We'll go with, you know what? It's red. We'll go with that. I haven't even messed with the other colors yet. I don't know what the miscellaneous color is for. Oh, that part at the bottom. Okay, so Got like a light green. You know, we got more options too, but that's a good one. Light green there. So let's look. We've got tools and equipment. Well, that's tools. Where's my, you know, my mobile vehicle bay? Right there. I would think that would be equipment at least, if not a tool. That's very strange. Let's look at the sorting option there. What else do we have? Maybe well, upgrades. So that's nice. I could put like my upgrade, you know, folder, or I mean a container. But that's okay. Mysterious tablets, equipment, eggs. Isn't that? Yeah, I mean, all right. Let's just look at items. 8 pages of items. We'll just really? No mobile vehicle bay. It's not there. Okay, so there is a problem with the auto sorting for that. It doesn't seem to consider the mobile vehicle bay to be tool or equipment, and I don't see anything else. I mean, it doesn't really apply to specifically prawn suit, general upgrades, things like that. So I guess, yeah, that's a problem there. I'm gonna have to just manually put it in for this one. So that's weird. That's definitely an issue, in my opinion, with this. It should be included as at least a tool, if not, you know, equipment. And let's just, you know what? So I can grab and turn. We'll just do it like right here. There we go. Wunderbar. And there we go. I have 3 lockers now for natural materials, and they're green. Get it? Green, natural, go green. There we go. All right. So I've got that done. I still haven't filled up my any item lockers. And what we're doing, we actually still aren't filling up those, still aren't doing those. I've got a lot of stuff in the fish container, because it should be only fish going in there right now, not even water or food, because that's going in the other ones. I'm concerned that because the mobile vehicle bay doesn't go in as tools or equipment, this says batteries. I'm hoping this will count power cells, but there's a chance this may decide that power cells are not batteries. So looking at more of the decoration stuff, we do have a lot of things like this. Like, oh yeah, you make large filtered water, which I will have a bunch of water filtration machines at some point, so I can have plenty of stuff for that. We got documents we can make just to put around our office area. We've got dolls, and it says Leviathan dolls, but basically you can make your own reefback Leviathan, Sea Treader, Reaper, Ghost, Sea Dragon, Emperor. So we'll have like a trophy room. We could do that. Instead of it treating it like dolls, we'll do a trophy room. We'll have the skeletal remains. I wonder how big those are. I mean, they're decorations, but at the same time, I have a feeling there might be some that are a bit larger decorations. Like, let's look at the seeds. I know from what I looked at before, we can actually plant a giant cove tree. So unless that grows into a very miniaturized version of it, that's going to be massive, which means it's amphibious, but you're not playing it inside. That would be a bad idea, because it's just going to break through everything. I do like the skull. Let's make a skull. Let's try this. Oh, and it's nice and small. Okay, so we have a skull that I can place somewhere. And I can place it on top of this. Oh, can I place it on this, like a shelf? No. All right, I will have to do something like that. It's sad you can't actually mount it somewhere, like a hanging skull on the wall. That would be kind of cool. All right, we'll just put it on the modification station. Oh, I can't even place it there. It's there it goes. Okay. Yeah, look at him. Yeah, that looks really good. This is gonna be a lot of fun decorating this base more than I've done in the past, because I have new options. And now goodbye to the original base. Killed power, killing the compartments. Oh, and yeah, of course the hatch. I gotta get the hatch first. Look at how much my whole strength's going up. Not that it matters. It's gone. There we go. And I think actually I do have the supplies for one more Reinforcement now over here. I'll see how well my hull strength is doing. There we go, plenty. I was wanting to do like, you know, looking out, but now that I want to build out this way and kind of keep the whole multiple connector thing going, I don't think I'm going to worry about those, that kind of setup here. We'll go ahead and do some more compartments in this direction. Yeah, ooh, I mean, I could possibly, I don't think it would actually fit if I built it like that. Yeah, that would not fit there. That will work. So I can't build it and have it drop down unless I build it without that connector. It'd have to be built here and drop straight down, which I could do that. That could be another room right there that I could just like, oh hey, I'm gonna actually, that can be the aquarium or alien containment room, where what I do is I'll walk through and I'm standing right on top and I just look down. Don't have the aquarium right there. I just stand on top of it and look down, and all I have to do is put the initial fish in there, and once they're in there, let them go, and when they overflow, they'll overflow to the bioreactor thanks to the auto loading mod I got for that. Let's see if this will even work. This may not even let me build down below it. Yeah, that's... Oh, never mind. That's not going to work. It's too close. So keeping the hatch right here for the moment. What I might do later, though, is actually relocate it. You know what? We'll just do that anyway now. We're going to put it in the floor, because what I want to do later is I'm actually going to build up a vertical connector and do some observatories. Hell, I might be able to actually go ahead and do that now. Let's see. Let's see if I can do that. I can go ahead and build up, because I do want like a crow's nest type look, you know, like on a ship where you have a nice viewing point. You look out. That's what I want to do. We're going to go up and see if I can actually get a good enough distance from here with the connectors where I'm still able to access all the materials below. It doesn't cut me off. No problems. I'm not having to pull anything manually yet. So this gives me very good range. I'm pretty sure it said 100 meters. I don't want to go all the way up above the surface of the water for this. I just want this to be like a nice viewpoint. So let's take a look. If I'm here and I look around, this is a nice spot. This looks good. So let's do that. And then what I can do is if I decide I want to keep going and I figure out how I want to make it work, like how I can build and keep going higher and higher without any kind of special cheat to do it, I can do the same thing, but I can actually build it way up above the surface of the water and climb up that way. And now I'm actually going to be using that enameled glass that I got all of the stalker teeth for, which I really don't even need right now. Let's see, that's... You know what? No, I don't want them like that. I want to go lower, and I need to go get some air. Lower, what I really meant was further. Out, I think is the way I was aiming at it at the time. I want to actually extend them out, and I want to do it not with that. I want to do glass. We're going to make this look good up here. And, oh, I am out of glass. I don't have anything for glass. I've made up all the enameled glass to get that going. Basically, I have no quartz. So I'm finding a lot of metal salvage and sea moth fragments and bioreactor fragments and stuff like that that I don't need, and no quartz. But I did find, another bioreactor fragment. Actually, I think I still have room for like 2 titanium at this point. And then, as you saw there, I got the nuclear waste disposal trash can, as it was. But yeah, no quartz. For once, I'm actually struggling to find quartz in the plateaus. Usually you can find a good bit of quartz spread around. It's just sometimes hard to see, but now I'm not finding any. Finally, another piece. I've got 2 pieces of quartz so far. That's 1 piece of glass. Oh, yay. So I just had to basically come up here to like the Aurora crash site to find it, because it was nowhere to be found back over in the plateaus. I have no quartz at all. Now I'm finding it, no problem. So yes, I guess I'm gonna have to just hover along through this area a bit more. because I need a lot of glass, actually. Well, I'm back, and I found a whopping, was it 5, maybe 6 pieces of quartz. So I do have enough to build at least some of that. But before I do that, I'm going to do some stuff I actually forgot to do that I meant to do already. And I actually planned to do that first this episode and kind of got sidetracked. But I need to make my ultra high capacity tank, finally, so that I can actually stay in the water longer without having to go back for air. Alright, there we go. So I've got that. Let's get this now, right now, and I'll just go ahead and toss it in here, not worry about walking the other room. And I need to make a beacon, finally, because I have not made a beacon yet that marks the base. So I'm always having to kind of look at the map and be like, am I going the right direction to come back? So I'm going to put the beacon in, and I'm thinking I'll put it just kind of right outside this area right here. Yeah, we'll do it right here like this. We'll deploy you there so you get stuck. Yeah, you can't go any higher. That's right. That's what you get. My base. My base. There we go. This is my base. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Actually, I'm sure there's not one like this. It's not exactly going to be the prettiest thing. Well, we can at least get one side. I've already used up all the glass I had to make enamel glass, so that should be good, I think. Ah, no power. So I replaced my batteries. I still don't have enough quartz to make any more of these. So I'm just going to have to go and get some more while I go do other stuff this week and slowly build out. But that's basically what it's going to end up being, is I'm going to have a nice big lookout tower at the top so I can look out all around. And you know what? We can go ahead and do the ladder. I don't know if that's actually going to... Well... Okay. And of course I can't rotate it. I wish you could rotate the ladders so they would go in different directions, especially on the middle stuff like this. But there we go. Walk out, and I can look down and see my base, how, you know, organized and everything is going to be, look, you know, spreading out as it keeps getting bigger and bigger. Because again, I'm going to decorate a lot. And you can see we've got that little life pod there for later in the storyline. We've got that. And so, yeah, I'm actually doing pretty well now. This is actually starting to turn out pretty good. And I need to actually start making some signs, it looks like, to put in around the area. Like, you know, a sign. I wonder if there's a better sign option for the decorations. Let's look. I bet that it's not quite customizable like that. Must be connected to a server to function. Well, where's the server? Where's my server? Oh, you don't do a robot arm. It should mount to the wall, right? It's not just going to be something I sit down, is it? Yeah, look at that. So, we'll put it here for now. No, not that. Dude, that. There we go. So it's like an auto-loader for the batteries. I'll move it later. I'm going to have it like in a research lab where it's next to a table, and it'll look like it's going to be working on stuff for you automatically. Yeah, that's cool. But yeah, I need to get some signs going so when I come in certain places, I'll be like, which way is it? To the factory area, to the production? Where's my storage? I need to get some of that going. But yes, this is starting to turn out really well. And it's just going to take some more experimenting with everything. But this is looking good. I'm liking this. It's feeling good. I'm really excited. I'm having fun with this. And it's so refreshing to be playing the game with all these new things that enhances the gameplay in such a positive way. But I think it's time to call it. I will go ahead and try and knock out the Aurora this week for sure, as well as get the lookout finished up at the top area. But for now, that's going to be it for today. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to hit that like button. Be sure to leave me a comment below and hit subscribe if you haven't done so already. But as always, I'm your host, Mr. Spicy. Thanks so much for watching. Be sure to keep it spicy this week, and I will see you in the next video.